Okay, we can go ahead. Here we have 4x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. Here we can take 4 common for further simplification. We can do till here as well, because we can here say that this is the pure form of quadratic equation, but we can simplify it further by taking 4 common. 4 is taken common, so x squared minus 1 is left here inside, and their side equal to 0. 4 is being multiplied here. When it will be moved to that side, it will get multiplied. Then we will be having x squared minus 1 equals 0. This is what the pure form of quadratic equation. This was the requirement of the question, that you have to write the question in standard form. Then you have to state it whether this is the pure or standard form of quadratic equation. So this is the pure form. All the rest parts of question number 1 are the same. I want my every student to practice and solve the question number 1 completely. In case of any problem, you can ask for support or for help. Now we have to move towards our second question. Okay, let's go with question number 2, which is solved by factorization. Here we are not just supposed to write the equations in standard form. Rather, we have to solve it. Means we have to find the answer of an unknown variable x. So please don't stop where you have just written it in standard form. You have to solve it further in order to find the answers of the unknown variable. So let's start. The equation is 2 divided by x minus 9, 1 divided by x minus 3, and minus 1 upon x minus 4. So we cannot solve this equation until and unless it is written in standard form. So first of all, we'll take and start in order to write this in standard form, then we will find the solution of it. So let's see how we can write this in standard form. I told you earlier that we cannot write this in standard form until and unless we just eliminate the denominator. Because if we will eliminate the denominator, so then we can easily proceed towards the solution. So therefore the first step is multiplying each term by LCM. LCM is what? X minus 9, x minus 3, and x minus 4. I hope that till now the students have learned how to take the LCM, as you are the students of grade 10, so I'm not going to go with those all procedures again. So here we are taking the LCM and we are multiplying each term with the LCM. So after multiplying each term with the LCM, I have the 2. X minus 9 and x minus 9 will get divided, will get cancelled, and just I am having x minus 3, x minus 4. With this now, the denominator is x minus 3, so it will get cancelled with the LCM and the remaining one will be with it. Then here as well the same procedure. So here what we have done, we have multiplied both the brackets. I hope that multiplication is known by every student of grade 10. If not, then anyone can ask for additional help. So here we have multiplied that x with x, x squared, then x with 4, 4x, and again 3 with x, then 3 with 4. And we have multiplied the sign as well. Same is the case with this one. Here you can just see that I have multiplied directly the signs as well. As you can see that minus here. So x with x, x squared, then minus, and here minus minus will get plus, so 3 with x, 3x. So it is in the same way. Here we have just gone with the multiplication of 2 with each term written inside the bracket, 2x squared, then 4x and 3x are the like terms, so what we have added this as it is 7x, minus minus plus, it is 7x, 7 multiplied by 2, 14x, and the same it is continued over here. We can see here that the like terms I have highlighted for you, and I have cancelled the like terms. X with x is cancelled, 9x with 9x is cancelled, and the remaining one is 4x and 3x. These are the like terms, so they have been solved, and the answer is 4x minus 3x. The answer is minus x, since the minus sign is with a greater digit, greater term. Then minus 27 plus then 36, and the answer will be 9. Here what I have done, that I have brought all the all the terms to one side of the equation in order to write this in standard form. So in standard form, you know that the what we say, that quadratic term is written first, then we have the linear term, then we have the constant term. So here it is written 2x squared 14x plus x, and here is minus sign, so it will be 13x. 24 minus 9, we will be having 15. So it is what we have the standard form of quadratic equation. But we are not going to stop these here. We have to solve it, because the question is that you have to find out the solution. Many of the students ignore the solution, they just do it till here. So it means we are not fulfill the requirement of the question. Therefore, we have to go ahead. Okay. Here now we have 2x squared minus 13x plus 15 is equal to 0. As the question is that we have to solve this quadratic equation with the help of factorization. So you have already done factorization multiple times in grade 9. So there are 3 terms since, so we can go with midterm partition over here, where we have to multiply first term with the last term, and this will be 15 multiplied by 2, 13, and the midterm is 13x. So we have to find such two numbers that by multiplication we get 13 and by addition or subtraction we get 13. If we think of, so we can have many two such type of numbers, like 10 3s are 13, 15 2s are 30, 6 5s are 30. But we have selected 10x and 3x. Why? Because it will fulfill the requirement of the sign. If we just go with 15 and 2, it will give 13 and it will give 13 as well. 15 multiplied minus by 2. But what will be the problem? There will be the problem of sign. So you have to be aware of that. What we have done here, now we can have we have chosen two such type of numbers. These are, now what we have gone with the making of pairs like this two, and pairing of the other two. So from this pair we can take 2x common, and inside will be x minus 5. Here we can take 3 as a common, and we'll be having x minus 5. So if both the brackets are same, it means we have done the correct factorization. Here is x minus 5 and here is 2x minus 3, and this is equal to 0. Now we have two brackets, so we can put the first one also equal to x and the second one also equal to x. So we can solve it further by shifting the constant term to that side, and here we have x, as we are going to find the value of x, so we'll keep x here, and 2 is being multiplied here, in that side it will get divided. Same is the case minus 5, and we'll shift to that side, it will get plus 5. So we have two answers of x, as x is equal to 3 upon 2 and x is equal to 5. You have to keep in mind that the answers or the solution set depends on the power of equation. If the power is 1, means it is linear equation, so we will get one answer. If we will have the power 2, so we will be having 2 answers. If we will be having the power 3, so we will be having 3 answers. If we will be having means 4, so we will be having 4 roots or 4 answers. So in quadratic equations we will be having 2 answers. Thank you for listening me and for attending the class. I will continue the next question ahead in the next class, inshallah. But let me assign you your homework today, that you have to do question number 1 and question number 2, all parts on your neat notebook. In case of any problem, you can do first of all on draft notebook, then you can get it checked from me, then you can go ahead. Thank you so much.